Hi, my name's Mickey Beebe. This is my quilt, Eichler Homes. And I wanted to just do a riff kind of on the old-fashioned traditional house quilt. And so I wanted to do these Eichler mid-century modern houses. And I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, and there were a lot of Eichler homes around there. And they were always really different. And they look like this, just pretty much plain in the front, and they would have like an opening where you could park your car and the front door was there, and then just like a couple of windows, but then the back was all glass. And my mom hated them. She said she would never live in an Eichler home. I think they were cement slab. But this was the challenge, to use these triangles. And I kind of got the idea when, I just looked up mid-century mod on the computer, and there was this poster that a guy named Ryan DeMarco made for a home, modern home, tour. In Charleston, South Carolina, I think. So I emailed them, got the permission and I just kind of started with that and then did my own thing. And I even went to the neighborhood. It's in San Mateo. It's called the Highlands. It's off 280 freeway if you ever want to see it. And you just go in there and people are into it. They have them all fixed up. And so I got more ideas from there. And Joseph Eichler was kind of an interesting guy who designed these houses. I think he was a real architect, and he had lived in a, oh boy, I can't think of his name. Anyway, a very famous architect's house, and he just loved the house, and he kept renting it, and the people wanted him to get out. They didn't get out of the rented house. And he was just said, why can't normal people live in a well-designed house? So he, designed these houses all over California. Most of them are in LA or around the Bay Area. And look it up and drive by sometime. And they're just really interesting. He was Jewish. And so even though this was the mid-50s and there were a lot of, red-lined areas, around the San Francisco Bay Area, he would let anybody move in his house, especially if they were Jewish or, so he was a real fair person too. And it was a fun quilt to make and I enjoyed it. That's about it.